Welcome back. A well-known Packers fan is in the midst of a live stream charity drive right now. It's not Give Big Green Bay, but there is some big giving going on to make a big difference. Comedian Tom Grossi, a diehard Packers fan and host of Packcast, you may remember, was named the 2024 NFL Fan of the Year after being nominated by the Packers. Well, since Sunday, he's been using his very popular YouTube program to raise money for children of fallen patriots. Money goes to help pay college costs for children of parents who gave their lives in the service of this country. Grossi has used his platform since 2021 to raise over $1 million for various charities. Earlier this afternoon, we jumped on the live stream to learn more. So, Tom, I realize that we are on the live stream with all your folks. So they've heard this story before, but for our viewers, what's with the costume?
Well, this is a character named Wildflower Turquoise, and when we raised $400,000 for charity, I said, for some reason, that I would talk and dress like this until we hit $500,000. So we got $95,000 to do because we just hit this about an hour ago, and oh boy, my voice is not very happy right now.
Well, if your voice isn't happy now and you're just trying to get to 500,000, I mean, the whole thing is to go to 1 million. So will you be signing by the time this is over?
It might happen, but Chris, I appreciate you. So yeah, Wildflower, I'm Tom Grossi. This is, I have a YouTube channel, make NFL content. And a few days ago on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, I went live, and I have now been live for 71 hours straight, sleeping on stream.
No sleep.
Oh yeah, we've slept on stream. We've been
So you live sleep stream?
Yes, we put a mattress topper on the floor.
Okay.
It's, I don't want to say comfortable because that would be a lie. And we put it down and we sleep on stream. And it has been insane because I said we're going to start at 5 p.m. and we have raised over $400,000 for Children of Fallen Patriots, which is an incredible organization that is giving college tuition to children who have lost their parents in the line of duty, to all branches of the military, whether it is combat, whether it's illness, whether it's training exercises. Then they, these veteran families, they get some help from the VA. And here comes Children of Fallen Patriots to make sure that they don't have to worry about a bill when it comes to school, laptops, notebooks, books, of course, tuition as well. And they're just doing phenomenal work. And I'm so beyond happy to be raising money for them.
Tom, this isn't the first organization you've raised money for. Obviously, St. Jude Hospital, when you did 30 and 30, that got a lot of attention. Yeah. $500,000 when you did that. We did a story with you 2 years ago when you were doing that stadium tour here at WBAY when you visited Green Bay and the work you were doing. So what, and there have been other charities since you did this in 2021 is when you first started, even though you've been doing Packcast for years. How do you choose your charities? What really gets you engaged with a specific charity, and then that's what you decide to go with?
The research that went into that was trying to find, obviously some great charities. So the majority of the money is going to the actual program. So for example, Children of Fallen Patriots, 98% of every single goes right to these kids, and the 2% is also covered by the board. So they do phenomenal work. And Children of Fallen Patriots is not the largest charity in the world, so this is also fantastic just for awareness. But in terms of charity, as a former teacher, I can't recommend a charity unless, one, I would donate myself and make sure that the money's going where it needs to. It's a fantastic cause. And as you mentioned before, we have diversified. We've raised money for dozens of charities at this point. All of this is, we don't have any big time celebrities coming in. I'm just a guy. I'm a former teacher who loves talking about football, and I'm so grateful to do this job every single day. And it's all about giving back. And when I started this stream on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we raised $100,000 in 2 hours and 13 minutes.
That's incredible. So you're gonna get there. It's just a matter of when, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're gonna So you're just gonna keep going until you get to $1 million for this great organization. But you have other incentives. I'm really curious about when you hit $600,000. You've done this before, but explain to everybody what you're going to do this time around with your darkness retreat.
Yes. So at 500,000, we are going to do our own version of Hot Ones. I have all the hot sauces, so that'll be great after talking like Wildflower until we hit that moment. But at 600K, so a couple years ago when Aaron Rodgers went on his darkness retreat, we did our own darkness retreat here on the channel for about 2 hours. We raised money for NAMI, which is a great organization as well. We raised $15,000 in 2 hours. And basically, lights off. We have one blue light that's on. I am blindfolded and cannot see a thing. And
you
then
have to hit a certain threshold to turn the lights back on? Like, you got to get to 700,000 to get the lights back on?
we're going to go timing, but I wouldn't be surprised if the hour gets extended.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. And then it's 750K because, again, the amount of money that we've raised, as I'm talking to you right now, we've raised over $405,000, right? Over 2/3 of the donations that we've gotten, first of all of it is just from regular, everyday, normal people. A huge shout out from Mike from Kenosha as he donated $10,000 yesterday. Then you had Andrew come in and donate $10,001. It's been phenomenal.
And then one of the other incentives, you get to 900,000. It doesn't matter when that happens. You are not sleeping again,
Correct.
right? Until you get to $1 million. So I'm curious. This all started your Packcast because there is an insatiable appetite out there for Packers fans. How much did they drive some of this fundraising success?
Yeah, so I mean, they're the ones who helped get this started because when I did that video I mentioned, and like back in the day in 2015, it got like 60,000 views. And at the time, I was like, oh man, this is great. I think I made like $3 on that video. And I was like, oh, but Packers fans were reaching out to me going, hey, this is like the first time I laughed like since the NFC Championship game. Because as you know, Chris, it was a tough time. And then that sparked Packcast, where every single week I recap the Packers game and also talk to opposing fans every single week. And Packers fans have been like one of the biggest audiences, one, because it obviously is Packers centric, even though we're talking about the entire NFL now. But the fact that Packers fans keep on showing up and keep on supporting this, and they've supported this for years. Packers fans, some of the most OG fans on this channel. We're talking about 9 years, as I've been doing this for 10 years. So it's so incredibly awesome to see what this has grown into. And just for me as a person, the number one thing is giving back.